Hi, everyone. A very warm welcome to this session of our Younger Youth Group webinar. As always, we come live every other Fridays at 8:30 p.m. EST. If you are joining on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, please make sure you leave your comments, feedback, and we'll definitely try to do a better job next time. And our kids are always excited to present to in front of you topics that they are excited about. They try to do some research, they have their stories attached to it, and these topics are pointers for conversation, for public speaking, for development. You think it is there. If you want to join, if you want your kids to join, please visit our website, letustalkit.com/youth, and you can register your kids there. And if you want to be a mentor, you can always join us or email us at webinar@letustalkit.com. Our Zoom link never changes. So if you can join in the Zoom link and share your ideas, that would be great as well. So for today's topic, we have our youth's favorite plants and their uses. They have their stories behind it as well, why the particular flower or plant is important to them, or they like, they love. So it will be a fun time. So let's everybody join and interact, and we will definitely have a good time together. So all the best. Over to you, Tanishka. Tanishka will be the moderator for today's webinar.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Tanishka, and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. So as Joanati said before, our topic is our favorite plants. So our favorite plants can be good in many ways for us. They make us breathe more fresh air, a purified air, and they're also very pretty and they're also house decorations. So without further ado, let's start.
Okay, I might have made a mistake. Was Rithvika the moderator? And I made it's absolutely fine. Rithvika, you can take take on the thing. Yes, youth hardly makes mistake, but when you grow old, you do make mistakes, right? So over to you, Rithvika. But thank you, Tanishka, for jumping in.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's jump into our table of contents and the overview for today's webinar. First, we'll be meeting our panelists. Here, you'll be meeting our speakers. Next, we'll jump into our favorite plants. And next, we'll have our conclusion, but don't leave yet because we still have our interaction and Q&A where you can interact with our panelists and ask all your questions. So first, let's meet our panelists.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tanishka Netaji. Today, I am going to be talking about the money plant, or called the devil's ivy. And my other plant is going to be the iradescantia Nanauk. And some of my hobbies that I like to do is I also like to play outside a lot. Some of the sports I play is basketball and soccer. And I like to draw, I like to read, and I'm going to 6th grade in this fall.
Hi everyone, my name is Rithvika Karri and I'll be your moderator. So today I'll be talking about English ivy and the marshmallow plant. Some of my hobbies include playing variety types of sports and doing various crafts.
Hi, my name is Kaushika and I'm 10 years old, and my hobbies are dancing, singing, and drawing. And in today's webinar, I'm going to be talking about marigolds.
Hi everybody, my name is Eesha S, and I'm 10 years old, and in today's webinar I will be talking about my favorite plants and their uses.
Hi everyone, my name is Saria. I'm 8 years old, and I will go to 4th grade in Schroeder Elementary School. In this week's webinar, I'll be talking about my 2 favorite plants, watermelon and buttergourd.
Hi, my name is Kashfi. I'm 6 years old, and in this week's webinar, I'll be talking about roses. Hi, my name is Arushi, and today I'll be talking about hibiscus, well, the common hibiscus, and 2 succulents, Aeonium, lily pads, and the little jewel.
All those topics look really amazing. Now let's jump in and learn more about them. First, we have Kashika.
I'm going to be talking about marigolds. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is, what do marigolds symbolize? Marigolds symbolize positive energy and emotions. Some facts about marigolds are that they can come in different colors, which include such as yellow, red, orange, maroon, and maroon. They are used as, in Mexico, they are used for the Day of the Dead to celebrate loved ones that have passed away or have died. Why I like marigolds? I like marigolds because I think they are very bright and they look very pretty in the sunlight, and they really make me happy. And that's what I was going to talk about marigolds.
Wow, thank you, Kaushika. I love all, I also love marigolds and the colors, and I myself, my family grows marigolds also. So next we have.
So my name is Eesha, and now I'll be talking about vanilla. So now, the 2 things that I'll be talking about is, 1, why I like the plant vanilla, and number 2, what do you use it for? So why I like vanilla is because it is in a lot of delicious stuff like ice cream, cakes, cupcakes, milkshakes, and etc. And I guess everybody loves delicious stuff. That's why I like vanilla. So now, what is vanilla used in? Vanilla is used in many stuff. Now I'll tell you some. They use vanilla in vanilla essence, vanilla extract, vanilla bean paste, vanilla smoothie, vanilla flavoring, vanilla powder, and so on. Also, a surprising thing is that they use vanilla in medicines and soaps. Well, that's all I know about vanilla. Well, if you want to learn more, keep researching. Now I'll be talking about Cassandra. Again, I'll be talking about 2 things. 1, why I like Cassandra, and 2, what are the uses of Cassandra. So let's start with why I like Cassandra. Well, I like Cassandra because the orange color is beautiful and they bloom in different ways than other flowers bloom. So that makes it beautiful and unique. That's why I like Cassandra. So now 2, what are the uses of Cassandra? Well, in the Indian tradition, people make them garlands and keep them to God. That's an Indian tradition. And the other use of Cassandra are they use it in medicines, and the types of medicines are antibacterial, cough, liver problems, and more. While other uses are beauty benefits, beautification, boutiques, cottage garden, ground cover, hanging basket, landscape designing, and many more. So that's all I know about Cassandra. Well, no, that's it.
Thank you, Isha. Both the plants were really amazing, and I would like to grow them someday too. So today I'll be talking about two plants. So first, marshmallow plant. One second. So first I'll be talking about English ivy. English ivy plants are mostly found in the eastern side of the US and in the western side. It is mostly found in the area Arizona to Washington state. This plant is grown mostly moist and cool in hotter and drier climates. That's a lot of work to grow an English ivy plant. Did you know that English ivy is one of the top 10 air purifying plants? Wow, I guess that we all should have this plant in our house. Adding on to this, the plant can also help cure different types of disorders, such as liver disorder, spleen disorder, and much, much more. Wow, all these benefits are cool and helpful. But hold on a sec. There are some downhills too. As we know, ivy is toxic, so this plant can cause allergic reactions too if you touch the leaves. Did you know that having an English ivy can reduce allergies? Next. One second. Next, I'll be talking about marshmallow plant. Marshmallow sounds like a familiar word. This plant is native to Western Europe and North Africa. Unlike other plants, the marshmallow plant is cut by the root to make different types of things, and after the plant dies down, a new succulent grows up. So it's reasonable to say that it's great if you plant it in a damp spot. The marshmallow plant is great for healing different types of symptoms, such as coughs and sore throats. For people who have this plant, I would say that they're really lucky based on the situation we are now. But the plant can also cause skin irritation, which can be really harmful. Thank you. Next, we have Kashvi.
Hi, my name is Kashvi, and I'm going to be talking about roses. Introduction. Roses are the world's most famous and world's most favorite plant. Facts about roses. Roses come in different colors based on their species. The shades are red, yellow, orange, pink, and white. Each color of the rose symbolizes something. Red is for love, yellow is for friendship, orange is for enthusiasm, white is for purity, and pink is for joy. Roses have many uses. One of them is rose is a medicine for stomach pain. Roses can be used in cooking, for water and syrup in cooking. And roses also have perfume. Roses are used in perfume, and we also have rose oil. The structure of roses have 5 petals and 5 sepals. Roses are used in many songs and poems. My connection about roses is that my neighbor has roses, and the first time I met them, they gave me one of their roses. Thank you.
Wow, Kashvi, I love your presentation about roses. I myself really like the roses too. Next, we have Saria.
Hi everyone, my name is Saria. I'll be talking about 2 plants today. My first plant is bottle gourd. What is it? Bottle gourd is a summer vegetable, and it's only grown in hot and humid temperatures. So that's why it's a summer vegetable, because you can't grow it unless you're in a very hot place. The benefits and nutrition facts are that bottle gourd has like almost no calories. It has so less that for 100 grams, it contains only 14 calories. It also contains a lot of vitamin C, which helps your body, and it has a lot of vitamin C. Its leaves actually are edible, and they have more vitamins and minerals that are concentrated than the fruit itself. My experience. So this year, there's this thing at the Troy farm. So you can rent a plot and then grow whatever vegetables you want. And I grew a bottle gourd there, and it tastes really yummy. You can even make curries, like sweets or snacks that are yummy. Next slide, please. Watermelon. What is it? Watermelons is a summer fruit. Not like you have to grow it in summer, but kids like eating it in summer, and it's mostly eaten in only summer. It's also grown in only temperatures above 33 degrees Fahrenheit, and if it hits frost, it will die immediately. The benefits and nutrition facts of watermelon are that watermelon is 91% water. No wonder it's called watermelon. And it feels like it's so sugary, but it has only 6% sugar. Maybe the water spreads it around. It also has multiple vitamins and minerals. My experience. I always liked watermelon since I was a little kid. And I always wanted a watermelon plant, but my parents always say no because they said you need a lot of space to grow it, and we don't have space. Thank you for listening to my two favorite plants.
Yeah, I agree with you, Saria. Growing a watermelon regular is really huge. I also want to grow watermelon, and thank you. And the bottle gourd also, that's just amazing that your family grew that vegetable. Next, we have Arushi.
The common hibiscus. What is it? The common hibiscus is a tropical flower on a shrub or tree with vibrant colors that come from the mallow family, Malvaceae. Hibiscus grows best in lots of sun and heat and prefers acidic, wet, well-drained soil. Most hibiscuses don't have any scent and look like your tropical 5-petaled flower, but this looks sort of like a trumpet. Hibiscus can be a lot of colors, like white, yellow, orange, purple, pink, red, or even blue. Hibiscuses have lots of cool facts too. Some cool facts. Like it that it can be made into a tea served both hot and cold. It can also be made into syrup. There are lots of different types of hibiscuses, like the native hibiscus, the hardy hibiscus, the tropical hibiscus, the perennial hibiscus, and more. Hibiscus is one of the most favorite flowers because bees and butterflies and hummingbirds are its main pollinators. That means sometimes you'll be able to see hummingbirds or butterflies there, which is even better. Like all the hibiscus flowers, they are also beautiful and delicate too. Next. Aeonium lily pads. What is it? An Aeonium lily pad is a succulent that is up to 12 inches long. Its leaves form a flower-like pattern, and the leaves are very thick, waxy, bright, and green in color. Why do I like it? I like Aeoniums because they are so pretty and beautiful because they look like roses, which is basically 2 flowers in one. Facts. There's another different plant that kind of looks like the Aeonium, and it's called the Pilea peperdomatus. Plant jewels, also known as little jewel. What is it? The little jewel is an attractive succulent that forms rosettes of 30 to 80, most congested leaves. Why is it one of my favorites? I like it because it looks like jewels and gems, and I like jewels and gems a lot. Facts. I like little jewels are in the family Chrysulaceae, and their subfamily is Sidordi. Next. On the left side, we have pictures of Aeonium lily pads. And on the right side, little jewels. Thank you.
Thank you, Arushi. My family, we also grow succulents, so we have variety types of succulents. So I think I can also connect to this. And also for this plant, you have to add a specific percent of water. If you add too much, sometimes the succulent will become brown. So there's a lot of things you need to take care of the succulent. Next we have Tanishka.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanishka and I will be talking about the devil's ivy, or you can call it the money plant today. So devil's ivy is such a wonderful plant, which is one reason why I chose to speak about it. And I will be talking about 3 sections of it: why I like the money plant, what are the benefits, and my personal experience. So number 1, why I like the money plant. They say in the olden times, with the more plants, the merrier. Like that, my mom filled our house with so many plants. One of the plants that are in our house is devil's ivy. We call it money plant though. We have 5 or 6 money plants. Second, the benefits of money plant. The benefits of the devil's ivy is it takes away such toxic air such as benzene, carbon monoxide, and xylene. It makes our air more purified. So you should get a lot of devil's ivy too. My personal experience of devil's ivy, like I said before, my mom grows a lot of plants, and one of them is devil's ivy. And I've had devil's ivy in my India home, and I still have it here. It grows a lot, so we connected it to our plant with on our wall with yarn, so that it can grow out prettily. So yeah, next. And then my last plant that I will be talking about is the iradescantia Nanauk. I will be again talking about 3 sections of it: why I like the iradescantia Nanauk, what are the benefits, and my personal experience. Why I like iradescantia Nanauk is because it was one of the plants that catch my eyes. So while we were at a shop, I saw the plant in a small pot, and my favorite color is purple. So I wanted to get it because it was purple as well. And once I started growing it, it had to take this much amount of water, else it'll drown. And I got to learn a lot more about it, and I really liked it. So what are the benefits of the iradescantia Nanauk? The benefits of the iradescantia Nanauk is having this plant in your home is not only for beauty, they also reduce toxic air. But other than that, they also reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and promoting happiness. The deep purple color leaves behind such a beautiful statement in your house. And my personal experience is I have one of these plants, and they're still currently growing. They're very small though. And every time I see it, always brings me joy. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Tanishka. I want to grow some of these plants also. They look really beautiful. So now is our conclusion. Everyone did great. I love many different plants that everyone said. I feel like everyone should try out some of the plants that our panelists said today, and I want to try many of them too. So now is our introduction and Q&A. So if you have any questions, please join our Zoom meeting and ask any questions you have. So does anyone have any questions?
I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
The question is, what made you to pick one? If you talked about 2 different plants, pick one. And how did you start loving it? Like, what made you like it?
I can pick one. Watermelon. Everybody likes watermelon. It's so yummy.
Yeah.
I would say the marshmallow plant because I researched about this plant, and after seeing that the benefits, like it can cure any types of symptoms, I feel like that will really help us out because now in this situation like COVID, you get many different types of symptoms. So if I were to have a marshmallow plant, it would really help out like different families, not only mine.
Yeah, I like that. Even
Marshmallows grow from marshmallow plants. Do marshmallows grow from it?
yeah, that would I at first when I saw the marshmallow plant's name,
Then it
I'm like,
would be so yummy.
yeah, I would love that plant.
Yeah, so basically they would cut out the root of the marshmallow plant to create any type of medicine or food. So I think that was really cool because it's just a flower on the top, but beneath it's like a root. So inside the root, they take out the root and just make it into whatever substance or food you want to make it into.
I wanted to show, but I got the same exact succulent I was talking about, but it died overnight.
Oh wow, that looks really good.
I got it from my friend.
I thought that kind of looks like hibiscus to me.
I mean hibiscus, not
Okay.
succulent.
That makes more sense.
If I were to choose between both of my plants, I would choose the iradescantia Nanauk because of its vibrant purple color. And like I said before, I really like purple. So every time I see it, it just brings me happiness and I really like it.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Kashi.
What made you think of these plants? I'll go first. For the succulent, it made me think of my sister who's been yelling at my mom for a succulent. And for the hibiscus, I already love the hibiscus myself.
I would say about the marshmallow plant. So suddenly when I was researching, I suddenly saw this thing called marshmallow plant. So I'm like, hey, that sounds interesting. I think I heard the word marshmallow somewhere, like the candy. So I wanted to research more in depth of it, and then
Yes, candy.
I come to know all these different types of benefits and stuff. So that's how I found out. And also, this is one of the succulents we grow. It's like a little flower. It's like,
Is that the ammonium lily pad?
yeah, probably. It's like,
I choose the rose because like my neighbor has a rose and I'm like, the rose is so beautiful. I would talk about a rose.
I chose watermelon because I always want a watermelon plant. So I just said, okay, yeah, watermelon, so yummy. Why not pick watermelon?
So like I took vanilla bean because I like ice cream and everybody loves ice cream, I guess.
Yeah.
So like I took vanilla bean, I like it a lot, and I took Crosandra because you have to, like, my mom screams at my sister because you have to pluck it carefully, and if it doesn't come out so great, she's kind of mad.
Why I chose Nanauk or the devil's ivy is because I have them in my home, and so they were just there, and they're one of my favorite plants, so I chose them.
I have a devil's ivy too.
My mom grows it.
I have one more thing to add. So I told you how I grew bottle gourd, right? I grew such a ginormous thing. It's this big. Ow, it's too heavy.
wait, what? Is that the same bottle gourd that you grew?
That's a different one. This is what happened. The rain and sunshine yesterday made it turn this big.
That's a huge one compared to your
picture. It should be like half the size. It just increased because of the rain and sunshine.
It looks like a zucchini now.
I think it's as long like this big.
I think it's as long as your arms or your whole body.
Yeah. It's longer than my arm. It's like as long as my hand. completely. Ow, 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 ow. This is too heavy. Ouch. Okay.
Yeah.
My family grows like different. Like this year, we were doing tomatoes, so we're growing tomatoes still. Like, in our deck, like there's like the shade, so it doesn't really get much of sunlight. So, that's just like the negative stuff. But so last time, me and my mom were walking around, and we saw this other person. They were growing tomatoes also, and their tomatoes itself were already red. So mine was still like our plants there, it was still green. So I think they grew it before ours, but like one of our tomato plants like really huge. So I feel like all the energy it uses, I think it's just using it for the height of the plant.
Was it bigger than you?
No.
I would say it's until my neck, but not bigger than.
My friends who
I have a thing to add. You know, I showed you an enormous bottle of art just now, right?
yes.
There's this person next to me in that in Troy Garden plot. His bottle of art is so big it's 3 feet tall. It's like this tall for me.
That's huge. The person who
Once when I went there with Eesha, we never wanted to do anything with the plant, so we just went to the side and dug a hole.
where I got
We even broke a shovel.
Yeah, I put it in and then tried to pull it out, and then I bent it, and then I cracked it, and then I broke it open.
yeah, where I got this plant, the hibiscus from, my friend grows tomatoes, peppers, spicy peppers, and many others. And she grows another kind of hibiscus.
Cool.
Does she
Now I
grow
have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Kashmir, you can go.
Does your friend grow cactuses? Yes, she does. What? She grows little cactuses.
Oh, that would be so cute. I
know.
I've
My
always
mom's
seen
friend
them-
grows cactuses.
Yeah, I've always seen them in movies, little cactuses. And
They're
like,
so cute, and I love the cactuses that have little flowers. Those are my favorite.
Funny story, when I was
Cactuses don't have flowers.
our trip and we stopped by at a Spanish restaurant, they had us what is it, a cactus, and it was a big one, and it was like more of a circle shape, and I was just swinging my hand so freely, like I don't care, and then I swing it by the cactus, and it touched it, and then I got poking me on my full pinky and half of my ring finger, and it hurt. But my mom, she pulled it out in a bunch, and it hurt even more that time. But yeah, and I don't like cactuses anymore.
it hurt.
I seen one of those huge thick cactuses, but this one was like it was like a musical cactus, so like you have to like do this to one of the spines and it will make music, I guess. It was in one of my school
But it won't
assemblies.
But it won't make like music like a wind-up toy or something, right?
Yeah, it will just go like, it will like, you know how like every string
Oh,
of a
go like-
guitar makes a sound? Like kind of like that, but with cactus needles.
Okay, it's not like a metalish thing, a plastic thing that you punch and then it goes like baby music. Ding, ding, ding.
No, it's a real cactus.
Did somebody make that cactus or it grew in the ground? Because I don't think that would happen in real life.
It grew and then they put this machine on it and it will make that stuff.
That's what I thought. How can it do like that without any?
Just by
Who
itself,
makes
it won't work.
cactus-shaped machines?
No, not cactus shape. It's a real cactus. It hurt.
Oh, okay. So
But
you technically wear a boxing glove and punch it?
No,
Your hand
you
doesn't
do
get hurt?
this. You do this slowly, like that. Done.
Oh,
music.
now I get it. So you have to cut off all the spines with scissors and then do it.
No.
Then?
Hey, the cactus needles are like this. This is a cactus needle. You do this.
Oh, so you hit the needle and then you poke your finger.
No, you do this and
You bend the needle and then the other
the
needle,
cactus works like this. You take
so
it
you
from this side and then you
pull
do that.
down the needle.
You hit it. You don't.
Oh, so you hit the needle and then the other needle pokes you.
You're glitching.
No, you're not.
Okay, I think
You're glitching.
Maybe your cactus power is glitching.
Yeah. You have a question, right? Go ahead.
Maybe a cactus
No.
spine touched
Okay,
the
this is
electric
it.
wire
Now you
and it
just-
got cut off. Maybe a cactus burned the electric wire. What? Cactus
I think
spikes are sharp.
Arushi's internet is bad. I think she
Yeah,
got kicked out of the meeting.
yeah, I think she'll join back.
No,
Yeah.
she's glitching for me too.
She's glitching for everybody.
She didn't glitch for me.
Yeah, she didn't glitch for me either.
You're glitching.
Sorry,
Yeah,
glitching.
very good presentation, everyone. So did you find any difference when you have indoor plants? Anybody felt that? They say that having indoor
Yes, they
plants is good
grow
for
a
your
little
health.
less. They grow less. Other
I
than money plants. I
think that-
got a money plant that grew across the entire wall.
I think outdoor plants, they can grow quicker because they're in their own habitat and they're in their own nature. And home plants, they take a bit of care and a bit more time to grow than the outdoor plants, I think.
Yeah, and the outdoor plants get a little more air than the indoor plants
Yeah.
because they're outside and they can access any type of air.
But honestly, if you were to say it's for money plants, they can grow even without like the sun.
Yeah,
You know,
I grew a money plant and like in my old house, it was as big as my entire wall. It was like over my couch.
So I would say some indoor plants, they don't really require sunlight, but probably like air quality or something. But for some plants, such as like money plants, I don't think they really need that much of sunlight.
My mom told me that the money plant, it can like, she told me that if you have a bottle of water and you put the money plant in there, like you break a money plant from something and put the money plant in there, it will automatically grow. The only things you have to
It's
put
a
the money
magic
plant.
bottle and then it automatically grows.
No, you can have soil and water.
Oh, so you don't need soil and water? It just magically grows?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
like, I would say you would first need to keep it in water to make sure that the roots come out, and then once the roots like start coming out in like a good length, I would say you just transfer it back into the soil.
You can you can grow it in soil or water, but you have to have soil or water. You can't grow it in something else.
I have something. For the hibiscus plant, you know the green part, the stem?
Yeah.
That's home to some ants. Because when we plucked it, ants just sprouted out of that. So I think it's home to some ants.
I think the ants live in glue because somebody told me that in like the tree there's like something like saliva or something, and when I in a bush from my house, when I break it,
Is it sap or saliva?
saliva or sap, I don't know.
Saliva is. Do ants spit on it to create saliva?
No,
I
it's in
think
the
that's
tree.
like slugs thing. Like a slug.
Yeah, it's like if you tear the
so
plant.
yuck.
if you-
They're yuck. Yeah,
If you
I know. I think. Do people ever eat roasted slugs? I think some people eat roasted slugs.
some people eat bugs.
Yeah, some people even eat. What if people eat? What if people ate roasted slugs? They took a slug
would
and
be
roasted it, and they even crunch their shell.
That would be just the disgusting bugs.
What about eating a slug or a snail? What about eating a snail and they even bit its shell off?
Okay. So
Can I continue?
okay.
So if you take something from the bush and then if you tear it apart, there's like you can see like glue coming out of it. And I think the ants would live in that. Like it's like sap or saliva. It's like that.
If ants lived in that, they would get stuck for their life. Why would they live in that?
I think that's.
I don't know why.
Okay. I have one.
Stuff it's supposed
Yeah.
to
Yeah, so I have a question for everyone. As Arushi said, in the I can't even see the word, the flower word. But
Hibiscus.
yeah, hibiscus. So in the hibiscus plant, she saw ants inside. So did you guys have any experience with any plants coming into whatever plant you grew?
Yes,
No.
1,000 times.
I don't even
Actually, you know how I said bottle guard tastes good?
Yes.
I only like bottle guard sweets. I hate bottle guard curry. I hate it. Seriously, I hate it.
I grew one plant and it's bigger than your bottle guard.
I grow a fern, which is kind of like a tree, and it's half to my waist. And I also grow a wildflower blend, which grows like different types of flowers. And one is a purple, tiny purple flower, and it can fly off its stem anytime if it's too windy or if it's just plain windy because it's so tiny. But I think the first thing I've ever seen is that ants living in the stem, because all the plants I've plucked, no ant has been there. Because as soon as we took it out, ants were just streaming everywhere. And
Wait,
were all
what if they
freaking-
were living inside the branch?
They
that's
wouldn't
what I
live
was
inside
thinking.
it. How could they get even inside it?
Because ants are tiny.
I mean that where's a hole for it?
What if when
Here.
you were planting it, they got into the seed on top of the seed and they grew into the stem and lived in the stem?
Right
That's the
here.
only way ants can stream out.
Where?
Here, I don't think you can see, but there's a hole there.
I saw the hole, but I think that hole has a trap and the ants come out from there. I mean,
Like
there would be a-
flowers
Why
make
would
traps.
people put ant traps in a plant? Doesn't make sense.
Anyway, I have a question.
yeah.
So, if you had to choose any other two plants than the plants that you choose right now, what would they be?
What?
So, like, you know, Kashvi, how you took rose? If you had to choose another plant except for rose, what plant would you choose?
Magnolia. It has this big flowers. These big.
I would choose.
I have magnolia tree at my house, and I didn't grow it. I just moved, and it was already there. And then after a few days, these big white flowers grew.
So you're saying the person who was there before already kept Mongolia?
What did you say?
Never mind. I don't
Did
get
you
it.
say kitty cat?
I would choose, if it was over a succulent, I would choose probably a
Probably
rose.
what?
A
A
rose.
rose?
Yeah. In which color I'd pick the white or pink. Maybe yellow, because I've never seen yellow roses.
What
Only
about
pink.
blue roses?
Blue roses? There are no
What if
blue.
there's blue hibiscus? There could be blue roses. I mean,
There's
there
no
could be.
hibiscuses because hibiscuses are hibiscuses.
Daria, there's no blue roses. There's
Yeah,
no
but you
blue
can make
black.
it blue if you
You
keep
can
it in
dye
a jar of
them.
colored
Yeah, you can
water.
No, you can't dye them.
Yeah,
You can dye them.
Daria,
You can dye
No,
them by
you
putting
can't. The
them in a
plants
jar of
will
water.
die. You
You
can.
put them in a jar of water, they change color. I'm not lying.
You
Yeah.
are lying because you're smiling.
No, I'm not joking. It actually changes color.
Did
If
you
put it
try
in a
it?
glass of colored water? I
Did you
tried
try
it. I tried it in school.
Okay, I have a
Then
question.
show me your plant now.
I have a
It died
question.
2 years ago.
No. If you,
I have a question.
You have to kill it to even do that diet, okay?
if you dye it, then it'll automatically kill.
I have a question.
You have to
Okay.
kill it before you can dye it.
Okay.
Guys, Arushi has a question. Go ahead.
I know.
Okay, so my question is, what is the first plant you ever grew?
I grew a plant with blue flowers after 1 month. I mean,
I
it's
have no
taller
idea.
than me.
My mom was growing plants before I was even born.
Which plant what did you grow?
I have no idea. I was
Then why do you
I
have?
was 1 month old at the first plant. How should I remember that?
Because you have to remember it
Okay,
for a
money plant.
topic.
I'm guessing money plant. They
I
should seriously create ice cream plants and cake plants.
say that first was my sunflower in school, in preschool. I grew sunflowers.
Did they give you sunflower seeds roasted?
Yeah, and then we put it in cups.
Cups.
Cups with
Cups?
dirt inside. That had dirt inside. That had
So
the seed
like a
inside.
mini pot.
No,
It's
a
not
cup.
made out of clay.
Then why would you fry a sunflower?
Sunflower seeds.
So you're saying
Yeah, you can eat
technically
them,
a
though.
mini pot made out of plastic.
A mini pot made out of food.
You don't make plastic cups out of food.
If it was out of food, it wouldn't be even plastic.
If it was out of food, it would
But
be. Let me think what it would be. It would be a bunch of breadcrumbs, and when you squeeze it, it would just turn into mush ball.
No,
ball.
it wouldn't.
It would stick
No.
together, especially if there was peanut butter in it. It would just stick together, and then you have to eat it like a ball.
I will not eat.
Okay, 1 second, guys. I think Eesha has a question.
So,
Do you even remember it?
nope, I'll think about it.
I have a question.
I do not remember. your
Yeah.
question. That doesn't make sense.
How many plants did you grow in your whole life?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 10.
Sorry.
About 20.
559,299
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I've
569,355.
grown
No, you
20.
don't. No, you
Okay,
didn't.
Yes, I did.
No,
I
you
don't
didn't.
even remember that number right now.
You
that
would
was a good
die by
number.
that time. You would
Yeah,
die.
I just said a random number. Now I don't even remember what number I just said.
Then tell me.
20.
6,499,399,459,672.
You had a 2 in there, and you're not saying any 2s now.
I said 372 in the end.
Yeah,
Okay,
but then
now we
you
have to calm down, and we have come to the end of the session. So I know you guys enjoy talking to each other, and as much as I don't want to interrupt, but this is a live session and we have to end now. Any other questions or anything that you want to ask each other, or anything else that we are left discussing? If not, then I think we can end the session. Excellent job. You gave your own personal reasonings, your likings, dislikes, the strong opinions, happy experiences, everything all put together. A wonderful webinar. Thank you everyone for joining in. And we will be again having, for the younger youth group, we have our prep session every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. EST. And we have live webinars every alternate Fridays. So see you next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. EST. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank
Thank you.